Monday and Friday are unpredictable days. I like Fridays. If there's no news, I won't trade. Like there's no, I will not. Like even today,
There's no need.
There was a great trade today. My friend Bobby passed like his phase 2 today, right? On because he took a trade
Short and gold.
Yeah, short and gold. Asia last night. He held it through today, and it went. He took his TP at the finish for his phase 2. Great. You know, like I was like, there's no news. I'm like, I'm not trading today.
Yeah.
Like I only trade Fridays if there's a news.
So you're a strictly news trader. That's cool.
Mainly.
Because a lot of people out there, they're scared to trade news. And on top of that, always going out there saying on Instagram, hey, today's news, 80% of their traders below their account today. Be careful. So it's like,
I think it's gonna keep going. Like that's the biggest misconception in like news trading is like you think that because like the news came out good for the dollar that like
it's gonna keep going forever.
Yeah, it's gonna keep dropping forever. It's not going. Like they're gonna if people want gold, if the market makers want the gold to be at a certain price, they're gonna bring it right back up. It's gonna recover that entire move, no matter how far. Or it will keep dropping with the other, you know. But you have to know when to get out, and that's the hardest part about being a trader. Is it may not get to your CP.
So you go for the low hanging fruit.
I mean, I get out if I have to get out. Like
if it's getting sketchy, then it seems like you're just all in until it starts getting sketchy, and you're like, all right.
Yeah, no. If it stalls,
pulling out.
If there's a stall, and for me, it's about EMAs and like certain like tells.
EMAs.
Yeah, and if let's say fair value gaps, because everyone knows fair value gaps. If it recovers a fair value gap, but it keeps going, I'm out. Like it's gonna keep going. Like they're going for something else. They have a different plan in mind. Like if it just recovered it and then went right back to where we started at, then okay, then I'll stay in. But there's so many variables, and gold is a very tricky asset. This could be your best friend or your worst.
100%. I mean, for new traders, trading gold is not easy.
I would not give it to new. Like trading you or something.
Honestly, I would recommend staying away from gold if you're brand new. For sure.
I've blown most of my accounts on gold. I've also made most of my money on gold.
Like, I feel like everyone has that phase where they're just scalping gold on the 1 minute or whatever. And then it just becomes like you're in so many trades as a newbie.
Yeah, I look at the 1 minute on MT4 mainly because I like to see because that's where I see if it stalls or not. Like what's going on there. But I mainly take trades on the 1 minute just to see if I can get a good entry there. But my projections and everything are done on the 5 minute and 30 minute. Like, because I can tell a lot more from those two. But the 1 minute is also, you can scalp.
You can scalp. You can go crazy looking at the 1 minute chart, dude.
Yeah, man. It moves a lot.
You got to figure out if you want to start your day like that.
Yeah, it's very volatile. And like, especially like London before 8 a.m. Like London before 8 a.m. will screw, if you think you know, you have to really like study that. That is like a whole other world.
They'll go straight to your stop loss.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, they'll spike. It happens this week.
Straight to it.
They will spike just to get those stops, man. Like right before 8 a.m. Because then 8 a.m. it's not necessarily New York, but it's New York. Like
it's open.
Yeah, traders are coming in. Like New York traders are coming in at 8 a.m. Like they're starting their day at that point. Like or us retail traders are really getting started there. You know, like it's like the 10 a.m. kind of thing too. You know, like but. It's a tricky asset. Like I would not recommend it to new people. I would say like go to EU or GBP. Everything's a lot easier and it's a more predictable. Gold is not predictable asset.
Tell me if you could go back to like when you first looked at the MT4 terminal and you were just getting into this and you're like figuring out if this is going to be a reality or a possibility. What one piece of advice would you tell yourself? Like if there's something you really, really wish you
stop over trading.
Stop over trading.
And stop like, my biggest, when I started all this, like I would long resistance and short support. Like that was
go against retail.
Yeah, because I'm like, it's gonna keep dropping.
It's gonna keep dropping. There's
no, I've blown accounts like that too, but
that retail logic is like.
Yeah, you learn like real fast. Like when it hits there, you short it.
It's telling you something, right?
Even if it spikes up, like short it again. Like, and if it keeps going, then get out. But
are you using DXY for every trade?
No. Oh my god.
Like as a complement?
In gold, that's a mistake.
Tell us about that.
That's a huge mistake in gold. Gold is
because they say it's like a 92% inverse relationship, whatever.
But it could be delayed.
It
doesn't mirror like one for one the way EU does. EU is a mirror of DXY. Like, so if you want like a reference, like to use DXY, trade EU. I mean, EU's literally a mirror. It's perfect for that stuff. But gold can delay. Like the DXY could be rising, gold can
keep moving.
in the next hour it might start dropping. Like it could wait, like because the market makers are loading up their shorts or their longs or whatever. They're
really gathering those orders.
And they're
for sure.
What else I use for gold? I have Bookmap.
I wanted to talk about that because I tried to get on Bookmap and
use futures.
Futures.
Yeah, so you have to subtract a few dollars or whatever. It depends on the time of month. The contract right now is for August. So as time progresses, it gets lower and lower. But for me, it's like you see where the liquidity is. So if you see
those hot areas, right? Exactly. It's like a thermal map. Like tell us, what are you seeing on Bookmap?
No, you see the order stacks. So like you see like, let's say there's a giant order stack at like 1960 or something like that. You know it's going to go there at some point in the week. Because if it stays static, because sometimes it will be there from Monday until Friday, and on Friday they will pick it up.